Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, what's up? What's going on? Anvil Day was crazy, right? Woo! So, we are going live. We don't have a whole lot of people on yet, which is cool. That's okay. We just setting up the stream. Setting up the stream. Making sure our connection is stable. And, oh, looks like we are having some issues on Twitch. Ooh, what going on, Twitch? Let's see. No, we're good. We are good. Let me change the name of the stream so people do not think it is yesterday. We are doing the Saturday live stream, November 30. Yes. Hello, hello, everyone. I see people adding and coming on. Hello to you all. Stockpile, Official Luca, what's up? Raygun, Dead Pickles, I see you. Raygun with the dual stream already, starting strong. Oh, you were able to get that Pioneer. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I love it when a plan comes together. I love it. I love it. I was able to get every ship that I wanted in this sale. There isn't a single ship that I was not able to get, and it was excellent. I was able to fill out so many of my CCUs. Actually, let's just get into that. All right? I was able to fill out the top end of every single one of my CCUs with a few options left. And that is really something. So I still think there'll be some good CCUs tomorrow for the best in show. I also think there will be some good CCUs for the grand finale. However, I wonder why would I call it a would I call it a good grand finale if they don't announce a ship? Am I mistaken in that they don't necessarily announce ships during the grand finale? I can't remember any. I'm drawing a complete blank to the grand finales of all the previous years. Have they ever announced a ship during the grand finale, or was it more just like, here's the last CCUs and here's the last availability of all the ships? But anyway, I was able to complete so many CCUs. The Paladin came out, the F7CS, the F7CR. Oh man, it was an intense day. No save Stanton yet. I plan on trying to do it tonight. Tonight is the most likely chance I have of doing it. But I did go on and add a bunch of people. So if you're trying to add me on Star Citizen, it's Billionaire Ninja, no S at the end. And if you add me, I am adding people right now. Arthur Vandelay, look, man. I mean, you might as well just sponsor the channel at this point. You have a product you want to plug, Arthur Vandelay? Let me know the product you want to plug. Since you're giving me $8 every stream, you pick a product. I'm gonna plug it. Within reason. I got final say on that. But shout out to Arthur Vandelay for supporting the stream multiple times now. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. This day was crazy. This day was crazy. So many things that I was able to finish and pick up and get. I knew Anvil Day was going to be the best, and it came through. There were so many CCUs that were available that are still available. Some good, some terrible, per usual. That raft, I will tell you this though, that raft, the raft CCU that I told you I was going to pick up 3 of, guess how many I ended up actually needing? Exactly 3. So that goes to show you, even if you're not 100% sure in the validity of a CCU, if it's 5 or 10 bucks, just pick it up. Just pick it up and you can see what happens. You know, you could always melt it later. I did lose a CCU though. I had this really old Saber to F7C Mark II CCU that I lost because the price of the Saber went up. So I don't know what happens when you lose a CCU. I don't know if they just take the $5 and just run, or if they just refund it automatically. But it's not even in my inventory anymore. Shout out to the dual streamers. As always, if you're dual streaming, you are qualifying to win both of our prizes. On Twitch, it is a Argo CSV SM, or yeah, SM. And then on YouTube, it is a skin. So this is the last day, folks. If you are not dual streaming, if you're not on Twitch, you're not going to qualify. This is the last day you can qualify for those prizes, and we will be either tomorrow or the next day. We will announce the winners on the stream. I will be streaming for the rest of IAE, so I'm hoping that I could just do it tomorrow and knock it out. And we also will be announcing the winner of our Starlancer TAC. To qualify for that, the Starlancer TAC, you actually have to watch our regular videos this month and make sure you're liking or disliking, leaving a comment, and make sure you're subscribed, and then you qualify. Oh my goodness, what a day. Man, I don't think I've ever spent so much time with my own fleet, like just sitting and going like, oh, okay, that goes here, this goes here, this goes here. I have a CCU to everything. Every ship that I've ever said, you know what, I have a CCU to it. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. I have a CCU to all of them. Even some that I was like, I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. If you have questions, this is going to be a very chat-centric stream. So make sure you put question in front of your question so that I can pull it out once I'm ready to answer these questions. And ask as many questions as you want. We don't have a whole lot of people, so you better get them in now. Get them in now. All right, and then we are going to go and check our little post that we did. I did a post earlier, it was like 20 minutes ago, where I was like, hey, I'm about to stream in 20 minutes. So let's see if that's in there. If some people actually left some comments on that thing. It was only 20 minutes ago, so I don't expect that a whole lot of people did. We got 3. We got 3. All right, there's a gap in the salvage lineup between the Vulture and the Reclaimer. What manufacturer would you want to see fill that slot? I don't think the Misfortune counts. Between the Vulture and the Reclaimer, who do I want to see do it? Let me see real quick. Let's get a list of the manufacturers. Let's do it the right way. You know, that's what we like to do. We like to do things the right way. We don't like to, you know, half-a it. See what I did there? That was for the sponsors. That was for Arthur Vandelay. Yeah, so let's see what we got. Hold on. So somebody said I should start showing this stuff on the screen, so I'm gonna try to do that. We'll see if it works. It doesn't work out often when I do this, so let's try it this way. All right, this way. All right, and then this way. All right, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, nope. You can't see it. It's too zoomed out. See? I tried. I tried. All right. We're just looking at manufacturers anyway. There's nothing really much to see on screen. Who do I want to see do the salvage ship? All right, not Aegis, not Anvil. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing a alien industrial ship. I think that would be unique, an alien industrial ship. Maybe like a Banu ship. I think that would be something different, something we just haven't seen before. Because like we got the merchantman, but that's not really industrial. It's got a lot of cargo and it sells stuff, but it's not really industrial. A POA, I mean, they don't really have anything industrial. Who do I want to see? Consolidated Outland. They could use a few more industrial ships. Medium salvage, though. Who do I want to make it? Who do I want to make it? You know what? I'm going to go with Old Faithful Argo. I always want another Argo ship. So I'm going to go with Argo. I'm going to go with Argo for who should fill the gap. But at the same time, I do want larger Argo ships. So you know what? I'll go with Consolidated Outland for the smaller ship. And then with its bigger ships, I'll stick with Argo because I do want an Argo cap. I do want an Argo capital. All right. Thoughts on people buying ships for specs on a game that is still in development and ever-changing, and not because they like the ship purely for its potential gameplay or its looks alone. I personally only buy ships on potential gameplay and looks, never specs, because they can and will always change. So I've actually answered this question a lot because I get asked this question all the time. Should you buy things based on looks? Should you buy things based on specs? Should you buy based on the future gameplay, the current gameplay? Look, it is your money at the end of the day, so you buy whatever you want to buy. You justify it however you want to justify it. So we'll start there. But if you're asking my opinion, right, because I do think that is indeed what you're asking, my opinion is what is the value of your dollar? Why are you spending money on a digital spaceship in the first place, right? If I really just cared about the value of the dollar and all I'm trying to do is just save money, I'm gonna buy a $45 entry pack, and then that's it. I'm not buying anything else. Maybe I'll buy the actual game, Squadron 42, if it's not included. That's about it. I'm spending 65, maybe 70 bucks total on the entire game. So if you're doing anything more than that, then you're already saying, I feel like there's a value higher in this game than the base purchase price of entry. So that's the first part. If you go to $100, you're probably not spending more than the average person spends on like a skin in any other game. $100 is not that expensive in 2024 to spend on a video game in general. But if you go to like 200, 250, well, once you get to that range, now you're looking at like special edition games and stuff. Not stuff this is limited edition stuff once you get to the $200 to $250 range. And that's where I think most people that, are very money conscious stop around that $250 range. And then if you go above the $250 range, you're into whale territory already. So at that point, you have to justify it yourself. For me, my justification comes from how much do I intend on playing this game. And I do, oh, did we just get raided? What just happened? Astropub! What's up? What's up, Astropub? I tried raiding you multiple times and you didn't have it turned on. What's up? What's up, everybody raiding in? I was in the middle of trying to justify why I spent $11,000 on Star Citizen. So you came just at the right time. Oh my goodness. What's up? What's up? Astropub, we still haven't done a video together. I got to get on when you're on. Or just go on your channel or something. You got to come on mine or something. What's up, folks? What's up? We were just talking about why it matters. Well, somebody asked the question of why would you buy based on specs when the specs change versus buying based on looks? And I was just trying to justify all of Star Citizen, basically. So welcome to my my TED Talk, as Tomato would say. If you got a raid in Dash Astropub, much appreciate the raid. And I will try to reach out. I don't have your information, but I will try to reach out through X or somebody and try to reach out. So maybe I can hop on a captain's table or something like that. I know we did the video at CitizenCon, but yeah, I definitely want to just hop on one of your captain's table and talk about something for a few hours, as you tend to do. But so what I was saying essentially was, after you spend $250 on a game like this, you really have to get to the point of, like, I'm a whale. You have to come to that understanding. You have to be like, I am spending a whole lot of money on a video game. And once you get to that point, you have to then justify why you're spending the money. For me, it's how much do I intend on playing this game? I intend on playing this game a lot. This is going to be the primary game that I play. And if you put in 8 hours, 8 hours every other day or something like, or more realistically, like 4 hours a day on a game, and you spread that out over time, like that's a lot of time to be playing a game. So that's the first part. Also, I've spent 11K, but I've spent that over 8 years. So it's not like I just plopped 11K. I didn't just take out a loan and was like, here's 11K CIG. So it's also how much can you spread it out over time. And then lastly, to the question, which is why pick based on stats that can always change. Not all stats are always going to change for the worse. If I buy based on general utility, not necessarily stats. So for instance, if for instance, let's talk about the Starlancer TAC. That's a great one. If I buy a Starlancer TAC, more often than not, I'm buying the Starlancer TAC because it has the hangar, it has the 2 med beds, it has a decent cargo space, it has size 5 weapons, and that's what I really want it for. The chances of that changing are very little. So if that the chances of that changing are very little. So where do the stats come in? Well, the stats are really like how much damage DPS can it do? I don't really buy based on that. I buy based on what is the utility of this ship? How well does it fit in my fleet? How likely am I to fly it? How many people can I fit in it? How many people will play with me? There's hundreds of considerations. So I could never just boil it down to the stats are good, I'm gonna buy it. But I do understand that some people do that. All right, I'm off the soapbox. Galaxy Walker just gifted some subs. Thank you. So Thex Chosen One, Unclercularly, Expat Brat. What's up, Expat? So Foxy and Mongo Mo. I think I'm already following Expat. Yeah, I am. Okay, just making sure. What's up, folks? We got a hype train. It's a whole lot going on right now. Man, okay. So what I normally do is I pull questions from the chat, but I have like 300 questions in there. So we're gonna work through it though. We're gonna work through it. Okay, we're gonna get this done. Okay, I'm a very organized person. I can get it done. Let's start with Twitch because we got rated and there's a hype train. So I feel like, and they're going on break in 2 minutes. So I want to like rapid fire these. Okay. I'm still wondering if melting my MSR best in show for the TAC was the right thing to do, but just got tired of waiting and madness of the MSR. If you already melted it, there's no reason to even fret about it. The TAC is an amazing ship. Question. On the entire, you might have answered this last train. What hangar flare do you think is worth getting from the gray market? It will be able to go into ships too, right? I don't know enough actually about hangar flare, but that would be a great episode for me to kind of do a little investigation into hangar flare. So shoot me a message on Discord and I'll see if I can get kind of a video done about hangar flare, because I honestly don't know enough about it. I know I went through the subscriber store and I put a metric ton of that stuff in my buyback. So I have access to a lot of it. I didn't really pay attention while I was buying it. Galaxy Walker said, More expensive IRL hobbies? Exactly. It's not even that expensive when you spread it out. What's up, Citizen Ninja? Let's see. What's up, Dash? You just watched Paul? Yep. Okay. Yeah. I see a whole lot of people in here. Okay, okay, okay. One of us. One of us. I like that. One of us, that was from Toy Story 1, right? I think that was the first Toy Story. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Yes, 11K is amateur numbers. I don't know why everybody thinks I spent so much. I mean, I mean, it's just it's a few quarters. It's a few quarters. Why justify? Well, I only justify because somebody asked. I don't necessarily have to, but I think when people ask the question, I like to like get it out there because maybe somebody is struggling with the fact that somebody else has $11,000 worth of ships and they only have 200. And I always say like it doesn't matter. Earn all that stuff in game. It doesn't matter just because you want to spend less money on a game doesn't mean that you're going to have less of a good time. I think you got to have the expendable income, like Scabro said. Like you got to have the money to spend it, and if you don't have it, you're not missing out on much. Just go play the game. It's some people have more time, some people have more money. I have very little time and not that much money. It just looks like it because I spent it over 8 years. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, a lot. Some of the money I spent on the game, I sub. That's how I support the game. I support the game through my subscription, so I pay the monthly. That's what I feel like is my support of the game. And then the ships, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not just to support the game. That's because I'm a Pokemon collector. But I do not have every ship in the game. I don't have a CCU to every ship in the game. But I do have a CCU to all of the ships that I currently want in the game, which is a lot. I have like 120 CCUs. At least 120. I haven't counted since maybe like the second day of IAE. What's my dream for this game? To be able to log in, choose whether I want to play solo or with 50 people, be able to make it happen within a short amount of time, and also be able to go where I want, see what I want, and do what I want. Because this game has offered, and from what I see, it looks like it's going to be offering more freedom to do what I want in a universe than any other game that I've seen. With a few modern, there's a few modern games that are getting close. But yeah, that's kind of my dream. What is your speculation on the Paladin? I think it'll be a good two-person gunship, and it's something we've needed for a while. I think there's going to be a lot of Redeemer people hopping off the train onto the Paladin. I think there's going to be a lot of Corsair people hopping onto the Paladin. I think there's going to be a lot of people, even some Connie owners are going to hop on the Paladin because it's got some of what they want there. And yeah, I think it's a solid ship. I do. If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't have any cargo. I'm going to do a review on it, so I'll say a lot more about it then. But my I guess my initial review is that I like it. I don't love it, but I have more to explore. If I was to melt a package with paints and LTI, can I buy that same package back at a later date? Depends on what package. Depends on what package. But if it has LTI and the paints, you can get it back in your buyback. You can always buy it back in your buyback. So if that's what you're talking about, yes. But as far as being able to buy it back in a store, I don't know. But you'll always have anything you purchase will be in your buyback, and you just use a buyback token in order to buy it. I think we get 2 every quarter, and I just used up my last one, so I am ready. I think we get the next one in December 12th, if I'm not mistaken. December 12th or December 17th? Will the TAC give you a Fury? No, it will not. Thank you for your time reviewing all the ships. You helped me with my recent purchase of the Galaxy. Well, shout out to you for watching the videos, because it's not me giving you something, you're giving me something, because I get to just sit online and talk about spaceships for hours on end. And people like Arthur Vandelay support the channel. People like Astropub raid the channel. People like Ray, support the channel by doing stuff. So you guys are making my dreams come true. So I appreciate you probably just a tiny bit more than you appreciate me. But it was hard work, so I appreciate anytime somebody's like, yeah, you reviewed all the ships and it helped, because I spent a lot of time reviewing all the ships. Yeah. Why justify? Says he didn't spend that much, but we're not including the computer, the joysticks. Oh, me? Oh, my computer is 4 years old. I don't think a single part in it is from the last 3 years, but it was top of the line 4 years ago. So there's that. If you count the joysticks, oh, we're into, the joysticks. We just can't. We don't even have time to get into that. We don't have time. Let's see. If you can eat and pay the rent or mortgage, then do what you want with your money. That's true. Let's see. Oh, Jordan Rules, thanks for the subscription. If you bought a pack in full and it's not a CCU chain, then yes, you can get it back. Yes. We're opening a hype chest. I don't know what this does. It's the hype train chest. Let's see. Right now, you can go from the 155 Prospector to the Star Lancer for $30. Yep. This is my first IAE, and I watched all your videos on it. Much appreciated. Much appreciate you for watching. Verpal or die? Yeah. Okay, Verpal, I know you're watching because you've commented before. So and maybe it was an employee. I don't know. Maybe they weren't supposed to be on the Verpal account. I don't know. But just sponsor me. I mean, I have all of the things. I literally went to your website and I looked for more things, but I have the things. I have them all. There's this thing, that thing. And then, I could get one of the big screen things where, the sim pit things. But Star Citizen sells ships though, so I gotta make choices. All right, I think I made it through all of Twitch, but you guys went on break while I was doing that. But I tried. I tried very hard to make it through. Shout out to all the raiders. I appreciate you. Even if you couldn't stay, I appreciate you for coming through. Let's see. Okay, YouTube. Sorry for the wait. I'm gonna work through these questions. We're gonna get them all done. We're only 28 minutes in, so we got plenty of time. We're doing a whole hour stream, and I've been pushing through these questions pretty well. Do you believe the only way to build XL structures will be with Pioneer, or do you think there will be XL build towers for bases? I do think you will be able to build an XL build tower for your base, but I do think it will require the Pioneer to build that. So I don't think, I think it'll be an XL structure that you build XL structures with. So you'll need the Pioneer in order to not need the Pioneer. So you can hire me, of course. You can just hire anybody with a Pioneer and they can come and build you the base if you don't want to get a Pioneer. But I do think that's going to be the case, because I do think they do want people to need a ship in certain situations, not every situation. So, yeah. The FHC 10-year upgrade was released to those who just had the 6-month insurance. Nice. Nice. I did not know that. Shout out to the people who upgraded their FHC. I don't know how that works. Were you supposed to? How did you get that? While standing, how did you get that? How do you get the 6-month to 10-year upgrade? Did I pick up a Liberator? I no longer need a Liberator because of an other ship I have, but I have a CCU. Let's see. What's up, L Tim? What's up? You need like a Sherlock mine montage with the CCU planning. You know, it was so fun. Actually, I had a lot of fun doing it, but I think it's because I'm getting close to the end of all my CCUs. I probably could end all of them right now. Like, most of what I need is like sub 100 CCUs, which may or may not come in the next few days or maybe the next few months. So I could probably end them all right now, and I have enough credits to do it, but I'm gonna wait. I've been playing this game for too long, and I don't really need the ships right now, so I have no reason to just fill them all out with my credits. So we'll see. Uh, IAE pulled me into the Merchantman and Endeavor waiting room club. All right, that's what I like to see. Both incredible ships. CCU for Endeavor next time might get the BMM. You still can get the BMM. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying you still can. It's still available. What's up, Alaska? What's up, Cryo Spider? Perfect name for an Alaska watcher, Cryo Spider. Uh, let's see, what is the Banu Scraper? I like that. Origin needs a salvage ship to salvage Origin ships. Oh, hey, is here where we discuss about the Paladin? We can. What do you want to talk about with the Paladin? I hear a lot of people asking for my opinion. I like it. I don't love it yet. I have to review it though to see if it moves into love. I have a lot of stat comparisons, but I also have a lot of utility comparisons, price comparisons. I'd love to walk through it, so I hope it comes out soon. But yeah. Uh, let's see. Whoa. This thing is jumping all over the place. Oh my goodness, it jumped all the way down. Um, if is it worth getting a 400i? And you said it's not in a great place. What are the issues with it? Also regarding the giveaway stuff, do you have to comment on every video? The more, as far as the giveaway for all of my videos, the regular videos, not the streams, you have to like or dislike, you have to leave a comment, and you have to be subscribed. As far as the streams, you have to leave 2 comments a few minutes apart, just so I know you watched enough of the stream to qualify. And then you don't have to qualify, you don't have to do it on every video, but the more videos you do it on, the more chances you have, because it is picked out of this randomness thing. So that's how that works. Oh, and the 400i's current issues, I can't tell you off the top of my head. I would have to really think about it. But I do remember it got nerfed in September. I just don't remember what the nerfs were. The MSR, I think, was much faster, and I think they fixed some of the MSR's flight profile. So I know it was in relation to the MSR and other ships in its category, but I did talk about the issues with the 400i in my review, because that review came out after the September thing. So go check out my Origin 400i review, and it should have all of my issues that I had with it. I still like the 400i, but it's kind of in that same place where the Paladin is right now, except I already know that it's just a like and not a love. But I did a video, a 400i versus MSR video, and then they completely, I feel like somebody at CIG saw that and they were like, oh, you think the 400i is better than the MSR, huh? By this much? Well, guess what? We're gonna just erase all of your viability in that. So I think that's what happened. But I can neither confirm nor deny. Let's see. What's up, Stuffed Avocado? I was hoping that the Paladin was going to be a subcap or a capital. That's the only thing I didn't like. I wanted it to be big, but I love big ships, and I cannot lie. Let's see. 30 vehicles. Whoa, I love it. Let's see. Just over 3,000. This game is everything I wanted in a game. I spent 5 years and I've already got my money's worth hours-wise, but I know I'll buy more. See, yep. You know, I know there's a lot of people asking why I justify my purchase. It's really more of a just like, it's not a I must. It's more of a I do it because I feel like sometimes people don't have the words and they want to explain it to other people, and I'm normally pretty good with words, or so I've been told. So I like to give people the words in case they don't have them for themselves. And then maybe they could use that as their reason if they feel like justifying themselves. And if not, oh well, I filled 30 seconds of stream time. uh, Daily has to be the Connie. I do like the Connie. I do like the Connie. I think that is, yeah, I think that's great. I do run the F8A and Gladiator in the hangar. F8A? You mean FAC? Or do you mean F7A? Did I get a Kraken? Whew! A lot of people like to know that question, but you have to wait. I will do a full My New Fleet video after IAE ends, and you'll have to wait to find out if a Kraken or Kraken Privateer was included in that. So if you watch enough of my videos, though, you can probably figure out what I have. But that's up for you to decide if you want to go and do all that work. Let's see. You put 10K in and you're not spending any more. I respect it. I'm probably, I think 15K is probably going to be my limit, but at the same time, I won't reach that 15K buying ships for me. It's going to be buying ships for the community. So most of the money I've spent in the last year has been me buying ships to give away, or upgrading ships that CIG has given me. So if that's what if you're wondering why I spent so much, it's not just me buying ships for myself. It's also all the stuff I'm giving away, even skins. Like I give away a skin every month on the stream, and I give away a vehicle every month on the stream. So that's part of why I'll get up there. If I keep doing this YouTube thing, I'll probably hit 25K in 2 or 3 years, because I don't like giving away crappy ships. So like, I'm not just gonna give you a little $50 whatever if like, not at least not for the main channel. Like, I'm not just gonna give you a little $50 whatever. I'm gonna give you, something that everybody wants. I want you to feel like it's a contest that you want to enter. So yeah, because that's how I was when I was trying to get those ships. I was like, man, this person's giving away like a Drake cutter, which is cool. Like, I like the cutter, but like, come on, man, I'm not a starter in this game anymore. I want something to aspire to. I want something that, like, I wouldn't buy myself, or stuff like that. So the tack, I'm giving away the tack this month if you watched the videos and left comments and did the like and dislike thing. Let's see. Whoa, we got a new Legatus. Okay. I won't be there for a long time. I'm not even Praetorian yet. I love it, though. I love to see a new Legatus. I love it, and I get worried a little bit. But hey, if I trust that you know how to spend your own money. Let's see. F5 wars were crazy. I had to wait till 3 a.m. to get my F5 war thing done. So. Let's see. I reduced the Pioneer. Let me be in your fleet. You can't bring your money in heaven. Oh, I like that. Whoa. Whoa, we got deep for a second. Find a friend in game who is a whale. Yes. Folks, if you don't have to spend the money, you could just hop on somebody else's ship. Everybody wants you to be on their ship because they need gunners, they need engineers, they need co-pilots, they need people that just want to run around and shoot. They need that. So don't worry about it. Oh my goodness, we got so many people. I am working through these. I promise, I am working through them. I'm getting through. Let's see what else we got. What's up, Dr. Sausage? Yes, the Nomad upgrade gives you, it gives the entire pack LTI, and then you don't even have to keep it. Uh, that's what Citizen Ninja was telling me. Citizen Ninja's really solid with that. So, uh, is the Terrapin a data runner too? No, it is not. I wish it was. That would give it a little bit more justification. But hey, you never know. They might add that in there. I don't think it'll get it. But it's really the Terrapin is trying currently to justify its price based on its ability to go extremely far and its toughness. Um, I thought I'd stop at 15K, but then I just kept spending a little here and there anyway. I think a little here and there is okay, but I think like at 15K, I think it's gonna like I'm already at the point where I'm just spending credits. Like most of the time, the only time I'm spending money is if I'm trying to get war bonds. But this is why I'm so excited for my fleet because that excuse is going away. All of the ships that I want in the game, I have CCU chains to every single one of them. And then the ones that I'm kind of like iffy about, I have a CCU to it, and I might buy war bonds to them. I might not. I might buy some CCUs. I don't know, but it's not looking likely because I can pretty much melt anything to get anything at this point. There's ships that I just don't want to purchase. Like I don't want to purchase a Javelin, and I don't want to purchase an Idris unless it's an Idris M. So I mean the only thing I could think of is maybe like when I hit that maybe when I hit that 15,000 mark. Whenever I hit the 15,000 mark with ships, as in like I own enough ships to where I hit the 15,000 mark, I could consider that Praetorian pack, but that would just be to get an Idris M really, and an 890 jump with LTI. So those are the only two things that I want really out of the pack. Everything else would end up being upgraded or tokened out or something. But that's the only thing I can think of. Imagine necessary. I'm so glad people like that. When I came up with it, I was like, oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. But I was like, I'm going to do it anyway because I don't care. I came up with it. It was my idea. So I'm going to run with it. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, oh well. My initial reaction to the Paladin was I like it, but I don't love it. But that's only because I haven't reviewed it yet. It does look like it's going to replace a few different ships in the gunship category or things that people have been using for gunships. I gotta go look at the dev clarification because I didn't see that dev clarification. The F8C is better than the Warden, but the Warden will still be good ship. I think the Harbinger would be the better comparison to the F8C, and even still, the F8C is going to be better. Unless you need two people in the ship, then the Harbinger is better because the F8C can't do that. I think all of the Vanguards are if I'm not mistaken, I think all of the Vanguards are modular. Yeah, with the Galaxy, I get it. I get it. And this is the thing, like, if you're not sure about concept ships, just get a CCU. You don't ever have to you shouldn't really ever apply your CCUs to a concept ship unless you've already filled it out and you like the loaner, because most of the time the loaners for the ships are terrible. So most of the time you're better off just stopping somewhere along your CCU chain. But if you're not sure, just get the CCU and then take a seat, because if you don't end up liking it or if they end up changing it, you can just melt the CCU and go along. I do think CIG is already feeling the financial pressure. All right, all right. Back to Twitch. I'm trying to get everybody's questions in. We got 15 minutes though, so make sure you put question in front of your questions so I can pull them out. If it seems like I'm looking at the screen for a long time, it's because I'm trying to pull out the questions. Uh, let's see. Loom says where Paladin is old Redeemer but better balanced already in its specs and with gold standard design. I like that idea, but I don't know enough about it to confirm. But that sounds good. There will also be a BIS. Citizen Ninja said there will also be a BIS Warbond CCU for the C1 tomorrow, probably with a $10 discount combined with a $5 discount on the LTI token, Intrepid Argo CSV. The Star Lancer can be had for $170. More Warbond CCUs on Monday, Wednesday might reduce it further. So I like that. I do need some 125 and below tokens. So, but I am the person, I won't max out my CCUs, but I'm at the point now where saving $5 to $10 isn't that big of a deal for me. So as soon as I fill a chain, I'm gonna start applying them things. But I'm also very decisive. Like I know that most people aren't like I can make a decision and stick with it, but I'm very good in that way where I like if I make a decision, I'm making it with as much information as possible, and then it's very rare that I have to change those decisions. So I know it's like kind of people say you shouldn't really use your referrals for upgrades, but I do that on purpose because I want to kind of be stuck in my choice, because that makes me think harder about the choice. And I also want to stop buying ships. That's the thing. If you want to stop buying ships, you got to stop yourself from melting them. And so I think by applying them to my referrals, I can do that. But I also love when I get referrals because that allows me to melt other things that I was going to try to war bond up and then use that money to buy ships for giveaways and stuff. Yes, the Paladin video is going to be lit. I think I have like 10 ship reviews now to do. Man, I have a lot. So December is going to be a month of ship reviews. So just be ready. I hope you all got your CCUs though, because these videos are not coming before the end of IAE. That's why I try to give like a little bit of an opinion, because yeah, I don't want everybody to be like, oh, you didn't come out to this review until after, and I already didn't buy it. So yeah. Daz 1001, yes, there's a giveaway. Today is the last day. Leave 2 comments on the video. You already have. So basically, if you're on Twitch, you qualify for, excuse me, you qualify for the Argo CSV SM that I'm giving away. And if you dual stream and you get on YouTube, you'll qualify for the skin that I give away. And the skin is just whatever skin is in the store at the time I do the giveaway. But it can't be a pack. There's rules to it. There's all on my Discord. But yeah, pretty much I'll hop on the Discord if you haven't, because that's where we kind of work out what skin I'm gonna get you and all that stuff. Did you even win any ships and giveaways over the years? Me, I have never won a ship giveaway. I have not been lucky enough to do that. Claim it, apply it, and you're good to go. Okay. That's how you upgrade the F8C by claiming it, applying it. I didn't know it was that simple. I'm glad it's that simple though. All of my ships you have 9 ships and all of them are in an LTI pack. Should I keep them in a pack or melt them? Melt them and purchase them individually. Unless you've saved a crap ton of money somehow, having a pack is normally not a good idea. Now, I wish you would have told me that very early, much so earlier in IAE, because I probably would have given you that advice before and you'd have a lot more CCUs. But you have until the 4th to fix all of your CCUs. So start a spreadsheet, put the ships you want to start with at the beginning, which should probably be, if you're melting all this stuff and trying to get LTI back, you probably should start with a bunch of Argo, CSV, SMs. Now, here's the thing. The cheapest ship right now that you can get LTI on is the CSV SM, and I think the cheapest you could get that for is $40. So if you're going to try to get LTI back on all those ships, you need $40 for every ship. So you need $40 for every 9 of the ships you're trying to get back. So if you don't have that much money to war bond into the game, then just keep your pack, because it's going to be much, much, much harder to do. But if you're willing to take some time to get them back, then I think it is going to be better in the long run as far as how much you save on the ships to get them outside of a pack. You can name your ships. You can name your ships. You can't name all of them. But if you look into some of your packages, you might see that you have a name reservation, and then, yeah, you can go in and name some of your ships. I think, I can't remember all of them, but I think you can do the Reclaimer, you can do the MSR, you can do the 600i, and I think you can do the Carrack. There might be more than that. The Nomad LTI upgrade is something that you have to purchase from the gray market currently, or hopefully somebody has one they're willing to give to you, but it's from the 2950 IAE, where basically they did a Nomad upgrade, which is an $80 ship, where if you upgrade to the Nomad, it puts LTI on a ship that did not have LTI when you upgraded to it. So for instance, if I have a 6-month 315p, and all it has is 6-month insurance, if I upgrade to that very specific 2950 Nomad LTI upgrade, then now my 315p becomes a Nomad with LTI. And then I can keep upgrading, and whatever ship I upgrade to afterwards would have LTI as well. But the thing that most people use it for is to add LTI to a pack, because that's where you're getting the most utility. So you buy a pack that doesn't have LTI, but make sure that one of the ships is cheaper than the Nomad LTI upgrade. So one of the ships in that pack needs to be cheaper than the Nomad, which Galaxy Walker, if one of your ships is cheaper than the Nomad, if you buy a pack, that's the best way to do it. You get one of those ships upgraded to a Nomad, that Nomad LTI, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. You got some really good ships in there. Odyssey, Arastra, Galaxy, Apollo, Starlancer, Retaliator. Those are all good ships. That's a pretty good haul. If you're saving more than 30%, or if you're actually, I'll say if you're saving 25% or more on those, you could just keep the pack and then just, figure the rest out. I have a Tobii Eye Tracker. I do think it's worth it if you have the money and if you have all the ships you want. I wouldn't buy it until I was like fully within all the ships I want realm. This is the same thing. Like, I didn't buy my sticks. Oh, you can't even see this one right now. Can you see my stick? Oh, you can barely see it right here. It's just, but I didn't buy my sticks until I was pretty much done with buying ships. Let's see. It's not really a webcam. It's more to track your eyes and your face, so that basically when you move your head, you can either have it move your head, or when you move your eyes, it tracks your eyes. The eye thing, I think, is a little bit like you have to really tinker with it in order to get the eye thing to not be like a little wobbly or make you feel a little woozy, but it does work really good. But VR I think VR might end up raising the bar on that. Let's see. All of my F7C CCUs that I bought have no value on the CCU game and don't believe I can even buy that ship. What do you mean? Are they from the Saber? Because I think that same thing happened to me. But I only had one. I had a Saber to F7C, and that thing is no value now. But if you melt it, you should get the money you spent on it back, because that's how that's supposed to work anyway. It should be worth $5 regardless of whether you can upgrade it. So yeah. All right. Okay. Shout out to the dual streamers. We had a ton of dual streamers in this one. A absolute ton of dual streamers. Dual streamers watching on both YouTube and Twitch, because we are trying to grow our Twitch. You know, we're not that big of a channel yet, but we're trying to get there. We are almost at our 300 follower goal. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, but we're at 55 minutes, so get those last questions in, folks. Get those last questions in, and I will speed through them as much as possible. If you're not following, go ahead and hit that follow button, and we might be able to hit our 300 follower goal in this one real quick. We'll see. Let's see. I see a lot more questions over here. Why are the C788s so bad? What's that? Oh, are you talking about weapons? Even on Drake Day, it was the price. I checked it. Okay, let's see. When will we get our first look at the Perseus? I'm guessing either next IAE or next Invictus, because that's a pretty big ship to launch. Is the Anvil Hornet pack any good? It depends. How much are you going to actually use all 3 Hornets? Because if your main thing is I'm a dogfighter through and through, then I could imagine your dream pack being like, or your dream fleet having like 9 or 10, probably even more, different types of fighters for different situations. I've seen people like that where they don't want any large ships, they don't want any snubs, they just want fighters. So they have like 5 light fighters, 5 medium fighters, and they have like 5 heavy fighters. And they're like, my thing is, what am I going? I'm just a gun. Point me in a direction, and I'm gonna shoot. And I'll pick which bullet to use, basically. So it depends on what you want. The CSVSM, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be done after IAE. I'm gonna assume IAE is the last time it'll be available, as far as like the War Bond, the new version of it, where you get LTI. Shout out to the dual streamers again. I see you. The Endeavor, I have, you heard someone saying the Endeavor will be an amazing ship. What do I think about it? I have 3 of them. I think that answers that question fairly well. What can we expect on these last couple of days of showroom stuff? Some really good CCUs. The BIS skins are finally gonna be delivered. I think that comes December 3rd or something, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's really just the CCU game, and everybody, I hope, is going through and looking at their fleets, making sure they're making all the connections, because what I messed up last IAE is I was doing all my war bonds, and then when IAE ended, I didn't have the connector ship that I should have just spent credits on. Like, it was like a $5 connection from this war bond to this war bond, and I forgot to get it because I didn't have all my stuff, my spreadsheets fixed. So make sure you're buying your connector ships. You're connecting your war bonds with the credits you have. How does hull limited ships work in buyback? I've never. Oh, I have done it. I have done it. I've only ever done it with the Connie Phoenix, and I just paid to get the Connie Phoenix back. So that's the only one I could tell you for sure you get it back. But I'm pretty sure you get anything back from your buyback. And if you can't get it back, I think you can just ask CIG. I think you could just ask CIG and they'll give it back to you. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I have a skin on the ship that I no longer have. Would you like it to give it to one of your viewers? Absolutely. Don't send it to me though. I would have you send it directly to one of the viewers. That is awesome. Thanks, Stuffed Avocado. Man, this community is awesome. It's consistently awesome. I have no notes. Never change, CIG community. Even the people who always talk crap about the game, never change. Even the people who talk crap about me, never change. My haters are my motivators, folks. Let's see. How different of the F7A will be the F7X? I don't know. I don't know anything about this F7X. I think there's gonna be an F8X too, but I have no idea what to expect. Cause I thought A was supposed to be like the pinnacle, so I don't know if X is going to be the new pinnacle, or if it'll be above the base version and below the A version, or if it'll just be like a side version. Like the A and the X is kind of a pick your poison, where the A is like maybe it's more gun heavy and the X is more stat heavy, where it's like the X is like super fast and super maneuverable, but it has less guns, or super fast in a straight line but crappy maneuverability but better guns. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. Any recommendations for upgrading my C1? I would love a C1 or a Zeus with heavy firepower. I like the interiors and small cargo spaces, but want a more fighter-focused ship. That's an interesting question, but we're gonna try to solve it real quick. This is the end of the stream, folks. So get those questions in, and we got to find somebody to raid too. But get those last questions in, and I'll rapid fire them before we hop off of this thing. But let's help this person out real quick and see if we can find them something better than a C1. Normally, I have a quick answer, but so many ships have come out recently that I'm kind of like, if you're willing, it depends on how much money you're willing to spend. That's always a question. But we'll keep you in within $50 of the C1. So let's see what we got. The C1, you like, what did you say you liked about it? Let's see. Heavier firepower, but you like the interior. Heavier firepower. Let's go. Let's rock with that. Let's see. What do we got? I'm gonna go with heavier firepower. Well, I mean the Zeus does have heavier firepower, but you can't fit everything into a Zeus. Is it slightly heavy? But I don't know if I would go with the Zeus. Let me see what else I can find here. The Retaliator. Retaliator is $50 more. You can, get war bonds and CCUs up to it. Actually, the Zeus has a war bond right now that you can get to it. The Retaliator, you can choose how much firepower you want because it either has it is a gunship and it can be a bomber, but it's modular. So you can put cargo on it, you can put a little living space on it, or you can just put bombs on it. Whatever you want, it's modular. So that's probably where I would go if I'm looking for more expensive. Yeah, because that's the only one I could think of that's going to have more firepower and still have a decent amount of cargo room. So there you have it. My vote is Retaliator. All right, we're going to rapid fire some questions and end the stream, folks. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, actually, before we do rapid fire, we got to find who we're going to raid because we were raided. So we must continue the raid. We must raid. All right. We're gonna go here. And let's see. We're gonna raid Dark Hour 7-1. Oh no, no, no. We're gonna raid Fuzzy T. Fuzzy T has that stream going. We gotta pump up those numbers for Fuzzy T. All right. Bam, let's do that. All right. And we'll do this. Control C. All right, let's rapid fire. Let's rapid fire these. Let's see. I got to see one question. A comparison video of the Hornet Mark 1 and Mark 2. The Mark 2 is better. The Mark 2 is better. It's just a straight up better ship. I didn't do that video because you can't even get the Mark 1 anymore unless you already have the Mark 1. So I didn't, and most people don't have a Mark 1. So I just didn't see the point in doing that one. Does the Hornet Ghost Mark 2 lose stealth when removing the top cap? If not, do you think it should increase its signature? I didn't even know if you could, but I would assume it does lose some stealth, but it is hull. The stealth, it's hull stealth. So I don't know if it would lose it from the cap, but I would assume whatever it would be marginal. YouTube, what you got? What you got, YouTube? Oh yeah, the Retaliator doesn't have any pilot guns. I did forget about that. So if you want to solo, the tally's not really gonna be it. So we need to give you a second opinion. Man, we gotta give you the right answer though. But if you want more firepower, I think you're gonna be kind of limited, because there's not a whole lot of ships in that price range. You'd have to go up a little bit further then. To the Connie Taurus. That's the only other one that's even remotely close with more firepower. But you're not gonna like the living space in that one. So I have to say that outward because I just want you to know you're not gonna like the living space. You might be a good candidate for the Zeus, the Zeus CL, or the Zeus ES, depending on how much you need to take with you. If you 32 with the ES, 128 with the CL. Just remember it's a little difficult to put the stuff in there. So maybe the Zeus CL might be for you. I would look at the Zeus CL and the Connie Taurus, depending on how much money you want to spend. But yeah, the Taurus isn't gonna have the great interior, but the Zeus will. But the Connie I think is the better ship. So it depends on what you're really wanting to do. And if you're really willing to go crazy, you can go all the way up to a Corsair, but I don't know what your feelings are on Drake interiors. The Corsair or the Mercury. Mercury doesn't have tractor beams though, so you'll probably need an Atlas or something if you get that one. All right, let's see. All right, we're rapid firing. Okay, wait, we gotta wait. The ad break is almost over on Twitch, and then we will raid and we will do the things. All right. I do think the Connies might get nerfed, but I also think they will balance out the nerf because it's Chris's ship. So I think whatever they nerf on the Connie, they'll end up balancing by either making it more maneuverable, making it faster, whatever. All right. We are going to rapid fire this thing on Twitch, and then we will raid out to Fuzzy T. Does the Hornet Ghost... already answered that one. Let's see. Rapid fire. Let's see. What Kraken version did I get and why? Who says I got a Kraken? No. When people go on ads on Twitch, I just go to YouTube and I answer YouTube questions. Oh, that's it. We don't have any more questions. Perfect time to end the stream. We're raiding out to Fuzzy T on Twitch. Shout out to everybody who watched. This was an excellent stream. We got a crazy raid. We got a bunch of subs. Man, much appreciated to everybody who subbed, everybody who watched. I appreciate all of you for watching. I will see you in the next one. And yes, I did stay up till 3 a.m. All right. Peace, everybody.